Y'all, there might be some... No, we're not going to cuss. We're not going to cuss. Okay. So the first thing I thought about was... All right. So the chicken has these feet. Okay? The feet stick out further than the chicken. And then his tail also sticks out pretty far. We also have these things we got to get off. We'll figure that out in a minute. So what I thought we could do was layer the grapevines. So right now, if we had this on here and we tried to zip tie the chicken to the grapevine, the legs and the tail would hit on the table. And if it hits on the table, it's going to hit on the door, right? So I'm going to add a smaller grapevine right down here at the bottom. And then we're going to attach the chicken to the smaller grapevine, which will give us that extra space between the chicken and the wall or the door or wherever it gets hung, right? All right. So, zip tie, gonna work it from the back. What's up, y'all? Cut his legs off? No, I think I want his legs so that I'll have an easy place to attach him. You love chickens? I love chicken nuggets. Does that count? All right, let's get this tightened up. Y'all, if you're watching from the How to Make Wreaths Facebook group, I can't see your questions, so jump over to the DecoExchange Facebook page. Let's make sure this is pulled tight before I cut it. There we go. You have the rooster in your kitchen window. Awesome. Y'all, it was really inexpensive today. All right, so we've got there. We got it there. We're gonna bend it down a little bit. So I don't want to put it too far down because then it'll be wobbly. Let's go right here. When will we have more grapevine in? Parker told me that he ordered grapevines. So hopefully soon. All right, let's get this pulled. Make sure it's nice and secure. Get that turned inside because we don't want that sharp edge on the outside, y'all. All right. Y'all, I have no idea if this is even gonna work. So we're gonna see what happens. Y'all, we even have a frozen strawberry limeade just in case it doesn't go as planned. All right. So I'm gonna get one zip tie around his leg, And then one zip tie on the back here. Karen, it is a big chicken for sure. Okay, so we've got that leg secure. Y'all, now I'm gonna force the chicken to rotate so that he's coming out of the wreath. His tail feathers are getting in my way. And then we're gonna start finding places where he's touching the grapevine and start zip tying him on. So he actually has a hard wire going down his spine and then around to his feet. So I'm gonna use that wire too. Tractor Supply. Where else did I go? I went shopping today. I went to Tractor Supply. I went to Sonic. I went to Michael's because I had to get stuff for our upcoming centerpiece challenge. Y'all, who knows? You may learn something like this in the centerpiece challenge. All right. Get him where he needs to be. Y'all, this is whenever you need a buddy system. Okay, so far he's standing up. Okay, and it sits flat on the desk. So that means it would sit flat on someone's door, right? All right. Y'all, I'm gonna be honest. This chicken's pretty heavy. I'm not gonna trust just those 2 zip ties. So there's another spot right down here where the metal bar rubs up against the grapevine. Y'all, whenever you're messing with grapevines, just remember that they're literally dead sticks, right? It's dead tree branches. So if you're putting something heavy on it, make sure you've added a lot of contact points so that it doesn't, like, what if we had just wrapped this around one stick over here and one stick over here, and then that one stick broke in shipping or something? The tail feathers don't touch either. That was the point of putting the extra grapevine. All right. Y'all, I'm just looking to see if there's anywhere else that I could get. Y'all, he'll still stand up. How about that? Also, all his feathers are lightweight metal, so I could bend them in too, just to be extra safe. Y'all, I don't see any more places where we could get a zip tie. Unless I get one more at the top up here. But I don't feel like he's going anywhere. Y'all, that chicken would get you. All right. We're gonna use a little bit of Ficus. We're gonna use some grass. Y'all, Michaels has also started putting out all of my favorite flowers. Do you guys have a favorite flower at Michael's that whenever you see it, you just grab all of them? Because that's what I did today. So, Miss Carol, if you're shopping at Michael's in Metairie by the Academy, I'll just apologize now. I got him. Y'all, it's these. They come in multiple colors. But they're just a real fun bush. All right. So whenever I think farmhouse decor, y'all, I always go red, yellow, white, and some burlap, right? So I did grab all those colors. So these came from the at-home store. Y'all, these at the at-home store are $2.99. Y'all, I can't get these for $2.99 wholesale. What the heck? All right, so let's figure out our design. I'm thinking I want to go with florals and greenery on the back side of the rooster, and maybe a little bit on the side, but I'm not sure yet. So all the flowers are from Michael's or the at-home store. All right. So let's get some of these off of here. You wish you had my vision? Girl, I don't know what I'm seeing yet. Because the original vision was completely different. It was a much larger grapevine. He wasn't sticking out 3 feet. He was laying sideways, like flat with it. But we'll see how it goes. Y'all, my favorite thing about the stem cutter is whenever you have a stem like this that has all the stems, you literally just have to put it in there and one nice little push down, all your stuff comes out. All right. So I'm gonna start with some Ficus just because it's extremely inexpensive and it's easy to build out a base. All right, gonna trim off this third one so that we have this nice shape here. What are the red flowers called? Red flowers. That's all I got, friend. All right. So I put that one stem. Y'all, this thing's in the way. So I put that one stem right here on the side, and then I built out this one a little bit higher up. Gonna add a little bit of glue there. I saw Jordan and Tammy were both here. One of them can answer your centerpiece questions. All right, y'all, this one we're gonna cut up into smaller pieces. All right, I'm gonna use these smaller pieces to build down a little bit. Y'all, we don't wanna put it just as a little straight line. I am gonna carry the greens down further than his feet. That way it won't look awkward when we try to cover where we put those zip ties. He would look good as a centerpiece? Well, what do you know? I actually bought 3 of them. Because I thought one of them may be used in the centerpiece challenge. All right, y'all, I'm not gonna forget about this side over here though. So I'm gonna put a little bit of the greenery over here, but not a ton. Just enough to kind of bring it all together and not look like he doesn't belong there. Y'all, and because the chicken is so far out, I want to make sure that my greenery is also coming out where it's going to look like the chicken's kind of hanging out in the shrubs, right? So, see how this piece is flat? We're going to bend that stem out and then bend it back down so that you get a nice curve. The chicken came from Tractor Supply. Okay, look at it from this side. See how our greens are nice and fluffed out? All right. Y'all, I'm gonna just go in with our red flowers and start adding some of these. Y'all, the roosters were all in, it was either 70 or 80% off, so definitely check that out. All right, so I'm gonna add that one flower over here to this side. All right, so remember, it's gonna go directly in and then we're gonna curve it back out. That way it doesn't look flat, right? Hey, if someone puts the Learn from Damon link, I'll pin it. Y'all, if you don't know what we're talking about, we are actually teaching a class on January 23rd all about centerpieces. And it is a $30 class. You're going to get at least 5 lessons. I bought enough stuff for about 6 centerpieces today just for me. So I don't know. All right. Nancy, I never have a plan. I knew today that I wanted to get stuff for the centerpiece challenge. And that's all I had. I'm trying to figure out... Okay, maybe if I do it this way so you guys can see over there. So, like, I found this random chicken, and then I found a few things that match the chicken. I found some really cute other things. His tail's gonna go in this glue, I can tell. Yeah, Becky did, but there was a lot of information there. There we go. Thanks, Kelly. All right, y'all, this one's kind of shorter, so I'm gonna put it at the top. Now, what you wanna pay attention to is, where does all my greenery stop? Right? So this is my new outline. Let me see if I can hold it up. Okay, so where we put that ficus is the outline of what this wreath is gonna look like. So all of our flowers are gonna stay right along those same lines. This is probably the one time that I could have used the easel to design on. Would have made life a little bit easier. You can't log in? Pam, it would have emailed you a link. There's also nothing to see when you try to log in. It just says, thanks for signing up. All right, so we're gonna add a few of those flowers right up here to fill that in. Y'all, I like these too because they have multiple flowers on one solid stem. What's up, Melissa? You love it already? We'll see how it goes. The Mardi Gras one behind me is potentially what you may learn in the centerpiece challenge. Do you have plastic, greens, and flowers, or silk? It's both. All right, now what I haven't decided is if I'm gonna add flowers going down or if I'm gonna leave that just greens. But we're gonna need a lot more of these red flowers up here, y'all. Oh, we gotta lose this price tag. Y'all, so earlier when I said this was just a red flower, it literally just says bush on it. Jan, you can't use StreamYard with your Mevo. it's two different programs. You need my shirt. You can get it at DecoExchange.com. All right, so we're just gonna keep layering our red flowers in here. Shelly, I wouldn't recommend this stand, an iPhone, because it's a piece of, yeah, I don't recommend it. So I would just get one off Amazon. You cannot buy this rooster, Nina. All right, so right now, we have layered our red flowers. Throughout, right? So it looks like he's just kind of hanging out in the little flowers here. All right. Y'all, I'm gonna go with some, maybe yellow flowers next. I was gonna put those greens, but I decided not yet. Not yet. All right, so I'm gonna use one of these yellow flowers. All right, so I'm gonna put these yellow flowers in between the spaces where my red flowers are sitting to just kind of bring out a little bit more color. I wonder if I leave it, oh, you guys can see it pretty good like this, and I can see it. So we'll see if this works for a little bit. This Lazy Susan is ceramic. So you don't want to put your glue pot on plastic for sure. All right, and still following the same pattern of putting those stems into the grapevine and then pushing them forward and then pulling them back, right? So here's the stem. It goes into the grapevine, right? So let's just act like my hand's the grapevine. I pull it forward so it's sticking up, and then I'm bending it backwards so that it looks like it's curved up with the plants, but it's not flat against the grapevine, y'all. All right, make sure you put some of those yellow flowers in the back and in the front so they kind of blend in. Yeah, Judy, we're putting them in both grapevines. Remember, don't forget to bring a little bit to both sides. Right? So we got to bring a little bit of our flowers over here. All this is my glue sticks cut up. Y'all, I'm gonna bring in a little bit of the same flower, but in white to kind of tone it down a little bit so you don't have the bright, harsh colors. All right, so far we used a rooster that was $10, $8.50. It's around $10 with tax. We used the ficus, which was about 89 cents. We used one red flower, which I got the coupon today. So it was about $8, I guess. And then these little filler flowers were $3. So another 6 so far. Not bad. And I doubt I'll use all of these. I'm just going to use a few to kind of bring down the color. The rooster's $40 online. Yeah, but it's in the sale. At least in my Tractor Supply, it was in the Christmas sale. Maybe it wasn't supposed to be. But mine was. Because I thought it was gonna be $40 and I only grabbed one. And then whenever she rang it up and she goes, oh, that's only 10 something, I was like, oh, I'll take all of them. Thank you. So I've got 2 more. What will happen with those? I don't know yet. You love your subscription box? Awesome. All right, let's pick it up, see what she looks like. All right, so this piece is sticking out a little bit. It needs to come back to the inside. Y'all, it's hard to hold it at the right angle so you guys can see it. All right. Y'all, the other thing that I thought would be fun for this one is Raffia. Because it's a chicken and Raffia is hay, right? So I had to break into my fall section. All right. Get this tucked away. All right. Y'all, I don't know if we're gonna need more Raffia or not, so stash that over there. See how I want this to look. Y'all, my Raffia is not long enough for what I want, so we're gonna take this and put a zip tie on it. Not a zip tie, a pipe cleaner. Get it nice and tight. Okay, then I'm gonna get some more Raffia. All right, so y'all, we're gonna take our Raffia and we're gonna make it into a loop. Get the ends sticking out on both sides just a little bit. So literally it's just a circle in my hand. We're gonna take it right there in the middle and pinch it down so that it turns into that. Then we're gonna grab a little bit more Raffia. To tie this off. So basically we made a circle and then we pinched it in half. Then we're gonna use a little bit of more Raffia to secure it in a circle. Y'all, then you can kind of fluff both sides up a little bit so you have a little messy Raffia bow. Y'all, and then I'm just gonna attach it right back here. Roosters don't lay eggs. I mean, that seems like an assumption, friend. This could be a fancy rooster. Also, there's no eggs involved. All right, y'all, then I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna attach it right to that little piece we had a while ago. All right. So y'all, now we have ourselves a nice little raffia bow. But I also thought we were gonna put some ribbon in there. So do I wanna use this ribbon? Let's just use this one. Yeah, but it's 2021, Catherine, so boys can do whatever they want, friend. All right. Now, this has to be bigger than the raffia bow. So let's figure out how big this one is. This one is about 5 inches. So we're gonna go about 6.5 to 7. All right, we're gonna do about 12-inch tail. Wimps finished Thursday, but you can still work it at your own pace. All right. So we're going right between the 6 and 7. How did I get started doing this? I got started actually making a Mardi Gras wreath for my own front door, and then we sold it. All right. So we can always add extra loops if we need. Let's get a little bit more ribbon in here and just put a strip so that we have a little bit more tails to work with. All right. Y'all, in this case, I'm gonna use a zip tie here because I already have a pipe cleaner on that raffia bow. So I just need something to hold this in place. This ribbon did come from DecoExchange, but it came a couple of weeks ago, so I'm pretty sure it's been gone. All right. Let's get our raffia bow right in the center of our red bow. And get this tied off. We're not quite a $1 billion company yet. Let's see what it looks like. So of course we're gonna have to fluff it out and put our tails where they belong, but look how it just looks together, like a little fun piece. Now just to figure out where we're gonna put this bow at, y'all. The intention behind the bow is to hide some of the situation we have going on down here. I think we're gonna throw it in right here. Think big, that's why I said we're not there yet. Y'all, Tanya just signed up for the centerpiece challenge. Awesome. Also, if you didn't know, we're also raising money with the centerpiece challenge to build a tiny home for a veteran. So that's always fun. We don't have a minimum price range. You can just go to DecoExchange.com. You can buy one item, or you can buy a whole truck full. Y'all, eventually, this is gonna get attached down here. There we go. You better sell local? Why? Y'all, I can ship anything anywhere. So can you. All right, so I wanted to get the bow in here, mainly because that's gonna help us place the greenery around the bottom to help support the bow. All right, let's get some dovetail on here so we don't forget. I used 2 grapevines. I think one was a 14-inch round and one was a 16-inch oval, but I don't know that for sure, to be honest. All right, so we're gonna get some greens behind here to help hold that up. All right, now, y'all, we want to make sure that we get some of this up here into our project. So you can see where we're at so far. Y'all, it's hard to figure out the right angle to hold this so you guys can see it. Right about there. All right. So I'm going to take some greens that have a really nice wire in them. Right? So this has a really nice wire in it. That way I can place them down here to help support that bow so that the bow doesn't start to sink down. So we're basically lifting everything up on the bow and putting the greens straight down in, right? They're sticking straight up. That way, when the bow sits on top of them, it supports the bow and holds the bow up front. Okay, so whenever I'm looking at it on my side, it looks like it needs to come out about this much further. So we're gonna fill in that area as well. We're gonna do that before we do anything else. Shouldn't take much to get that look, y'all. But I want to see if I can pick it up just a little bit. See how the bow sticks out this far? And the wreath kind of came in this way? We're gonna make the wreath stick out just a little bit further. Actually, we didn't follow our line. Because our line is further than our, y'all look, our line is further than our flowers. All right, let's get a little bit of our other colors in here. What am I doing with that skillet? Making pork chops. You? All right. Y'all, we didn't add any white over here. It's like, what the heck? Y'all, if your door can't support a 6 or 7 pound wreath, we probably have other problems, y'all. All right. So let's get you would never make gumbo in that small of a pot for sure. Y'all, so we're just gonna make some little wannabe bows. We're gonna use our pick machine to put a pick on that little ribbon cluster right there. Okay, so now I've got a nice little floral pick. And I'm gonna add okay, so we don't want to just have this down here and not carry some of it this way, because that's gonna look weird. So we got to get a little bit of that ribbon this way, friends. And I'm thinking we're gonna need at least one more up here at the top. And at the very top, I may just put tails and not the loop. Y'all, you guys realize that we ship like 24 by 24 by 24 boxes almost every day? I do not sell the pick machine. I would get it from Sam's Club online. That's the cheapest place that I've found. Y'all, I'm not that good at wreath making, let's be honest. All right, and we're gonna do one little small one. A little bit bigger than that. Over on the other side. You love the shirt? Thank you. So 100% of the profits from all of my dog shirts go to animal rescue. So, you know, if you have a dog and you need a shirt, this is where you should shop. All right, so I'm just running that pipe cleaner through the grapevine over here to get a little bit of that bow on this side. Y'all, we're also gonna put some raffia in here. The wreath is not for sale. So they send that little nest in the raffia. So I'm gonna take a few of these. Fold them in. And then I'm gonna use my pick machine to make some picks. Raffia. Come on now. Y'all, raffia is a mess. Gets everywhere. Likes to make you cuss for sure. All right, let's move this out of the way for a second. How much does it weigh? Maybe 8 pounds. All right, now this is way too much raffia here, but I'm gonna get some of the raffia added. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna double pick it. So it's gotta come back. So instead of cutting this out and letting it hang down, I'm gonna take another chunk of it, fold it, and put another pick into it. Okay. And now I'm gonna create a little loop with the raffia. Get some glue on there. Find another spot in my grapevine and add it in. And now I just have to trim this little piece here. But look how that made just a little fun raffia loop right in there. How much would I sell this for? I don't know. Supplies times 3 at least. And maybe a little more because it was on sale. All right. Taking the same little piece, gonna pick this one. Most of my wreaths sell for at least $120, and they go up to about $350. Normally they don't go over $350, but some have. Y'all, and then I want to get that raffia mixed in with there a little bit. All right, gonna get it folded a few times. Do I ever use it for a deco mesh wreath? I don't really. Y'all, there's a spot right up here under the bow that I just want some raffia in. So I'm gonna go back this way a little bit. All right, so I'm just kind of using that raffia to break up the harshness of the flowers, you can see. There's also a flat spot right there. We can't have that, y'all. Where I smashed it when I was adding that ribbon. Can't have that. All right, I need to get a little bit of that raffia right up here and then some down here. Y'all, this is actually a really nice raffia piece, so let's hoard that for just a moment. We're gonna tie it off with another piece of raffia. We're gonna make like a little raffia bump. And I am looking for, this will work. Let's not use that. Let's use more raffia. All right. What am I gonna do with the wreath? It's already sold. Y'all, I'm using raffia to tie a knot around the raffia. All right. So I've got that. Y'all, then I want to bend it over this way, and I want to make a knot right here around the knot. You'll see why in just a minute. All right, so I wanted it to have a little bump in it and then some raffia to hang it down. And we'll have a little pick on the end of it. All right. And this is going to be the center of our other bow. That's down here. And then we're just gonna let that raffia hang down right in the bow. Look. So we just put it right into the grapevine, right above the bow, and then we hung it down right in the bow. Get that fluffed out. Boomer's on vacation. All right, we need that last little raffia up here at the top, and then we're gonna look at it and see what else it needs. All right. Y'all, there we go. Want that to come off there. Online sold out. Go into your local Tractor Supply, y'all. Y'all, my local Tractor Supply had a much better deal than y'all said online anyway. Y'all, this one does not want to come off. There we go. All right. Now, when I turned it that way, I noticed that it needs a little bit more red flowers right in this section. For these, I'm going to cut them shorter. And get the flowers bent where they kind of curl forward a little bit. Y'all, I think that's what it was lacking for me. Some of the flowers need to be bent forward to give that extra layer of dimension. Oh, this one's not even attached. Can you guys see how I adjusted those flowers to be up away All right, lots of people want to see the back of it, so let's see. Now, I have not looked at the back yet, so it may need to be cleaned up. Oh, it's not bad. So here's the back. And all I would do on the back is come right here, clean that piece up. And right here, there's one sticking out. And we have to fix our pipe cleaners. But that's it. That's it, y'all. And we have a giant rooster wreath. Y'all, if you haven't yet, go check out learnfromdamon.com and check out the centerpiece challenge. So you never know, you may learn something like this in there. Just never know. All right. Good night, y'all.